We should probably let everybody know behind the scenes that you just passed out a box of donuts to everybody in the media. Was that just a well-played strategical decision to maybe get some kindness from the media today?
Well, I got it for the Bellator. I got it for the Bellator staff because they always treat me so nice and stuff like that, and they pay my bills. So,
Oh, so really, you weren't thinking about us at all.
But you guys part of it. You guys help the situation. So I got some for you too.
Now it begs the question because you got to make weight here soon. Were you able to indulge at all and enjoy it?
If I eat one of those, I'm missing weight. I'm missing weight.
We'll talk about this. I mean, obviously, kind of this matchup has been pretty exciting since it first announced because it's kind of two prospects that has momentum, I guess. What did you think when they paired you guys up?
I thought it was a good matchup. He's 6-0. He's undefeated. I'm 8-1. I'm coming off my first loss, so I thought it was a fair matchup. So I can't complain about it. I like it.
When there was a need to reschedule it, I mean, were you aiming to let's keep it together, or were you saying that just give me whoever, I don't care, I'd like to stay busy?
I didn't really care either way, but it was good that we got, because either way, we're going to have to fight each other. All of us are going to have to fight each other at some point, so you may as well just let's get it out the way. Let's just get it done.
Very nice. Have you been watching his rise up as well? It's kind of similar to yours,
yep.
And what do you think about him as an opponent?
Yeah, I seen his debut. I remember I watched his debut when he first fought on Bellator and stuff like that, and I watched all his fights. So I think he's a good fighter.
Does he present any challenges that you haven't seen before or anything that you're concerned with?
I mean, after that Danny fight, nah, I don't think anyone's going to bring anything I haven't seen yet.
He thinks you guys are going to end up facing each other maybe a couple times down the road as well. Do you kind of see that as well?
Yeah, it's possible because we're young, I'm 27 and he's 25, something like that. So, we have a lot more room to grow, so it's only a matter of time. We might fight again.
Last thing for me, I guess, the goal here, just a victory, or is it something about putting the past behind and getting back in that win column?
Definitely want to get back in the win column, but I just want to prosper in my sport, man. I work so hard, so I don't want to come out here and not be able to dominate, So I definitely want to come out here and show that I'm here to stay.
Hey, Jornel, what's up, man? Almost a 9-month layoff between your last fight and now. Do you think that this might be the most you've ever improved between two fights?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to show you guys on Saturday, for sure.
And as John just mentioned, do you feel like this win would finally get that bad taste out of your mouth from that last defeat? Has that taste left, or would this win really?
I learned a lot from it, so it was necessary. It sucks how I had to learn the lesson, but I learned a big lesson, so it was necessary. It's not a bad taste, it's bittersweet, actually.
You heard there's going to be a bunch of legends here this weekend, a bunch of legends of the sport. Does that make it a little bit cooler? You get to perform in front of some guys that you grew up watching?
No, I don't know who's here. I'm just worried about fighting.
Chuck Liddell.
I don't know who's here.
Yeah.
Chuck Liddell's here? That's
Randy
cool.
Couture.
That's cool. That's what's up.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, man.
Jornel right here. So I saw, right here, after the last fight with Danny, didn't go your way. We'll get, you're over it now. I saw that you made some changes to your training, mixing in more people, not much of changes, just kind of getting different looks. Can you speak about, any tweaks that you did make or anything that you learned from that fight that you changed in your camps or anything like that that's helped prepare you for this fight?
Yeah, mostly it's just, I think the wrestler mentality is so superior to like a jiu-jitsu type of mentality. When I started training when I was 14 years old. I'm 27 now, so that was about 13 years ago. And back in that time, jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai were like the more prominent sport for somebody who was just getting into MMA, not wrestling. So like if you look at how they fight, a lot of them are very relaxed and calm, and they want to skill their way through every fight. But when it comes to these wrestlers and all these Dagestanis now, these people are fighting like cats and dogs. So I had to really readjust my entire game so that way I could hang at the top level in Bellator. So that's what I went and I did. So I'm looking to show that on Saturday.
100%. And last question for you is right now 8-1, coming into 2023 with some good momentum, not thinking about that Sabatello fight, other than that, the wrestling aspect of things, you had great performances for Bellator through your career so far. We're here in 2023 now, beginning of the year. What would you like to see happen this year? I'm assuming, get back into the rankings, get, opponent after opponent and make a title shot, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I want one more, maybe like one more unranked fight and then to get back into the rankings. I think that once I get back in the rankings, then I'll start making my title run at that point.
Awesome. Thank you.
Hey, Jornel, right here. Welcome to California. How you doing today?
I'm doing good, man.
All right.
Hungry.
First time in California?
First time. Well, no. Actually, it's my second time.
First time stepping feet into California.
But it's my first time in LA.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you. What's your favorite LA artist?
I don't know. I really don't have any favorite artists. I'm from the East Coast, so people that I grew up listening to is like 50 Cent,
Okay,
Biggie, people like that.
Got it. What's some of your favorite California fighters?
Who's from out here? I would. Who's from out here?
Oh man, you got Henry Cejudo out here. The list goes on. TJ Dillashaw. Let me see. Just to scratch the surface, you got Jaylon Bates out here. TJ McKee. Dominic Cruz. Is he from around here? Yes, sir. San Diego.
Dominic Cruz. When I was younger, I was a really big fan of Dominic Cruz. Like, he was somebody I looked up to a lot when I was coming up in the sport. So, gotta be Dominic.
Got it, man. I've been following your career for a minute now, ever since you made your debut in Bellator. And tell me a little about your coach, because it seems like I can always hear him yelling out instructions, and it's like, it's a voice that you're not used to hearing, and the stuff that he's saying, it just captivated my ears when I heard it.
Oh, you must be talking about one of my training partners, Mike Kimball.
Okay.
Is that who you're talking about?
I think so. Whenever
it's been a few fights.
Okay.
It's been about 3 fights. He hasn't cornered me in a few fights, but yeah, he was definitely. Okay. He definitely was. The fights were entertaining. You could just listen to the fights, and they were fun to hear.
Got it. Mike Kimball, that was somebody that you started off your little MMA career with, right? Ever since 14.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
All right. And tell me about your military experience. How did that prepare you?
It was good, man. It's just a big thing about if you want to be successful in any sport or any career, any craft, is just you got to go through suffering, and you got to go through things that are not fun. Life is not always about a party, So going through just basic training and AIT and all that sucked. It was cold, and you're outside doing ruck marches, and now I'm doing weight cuts and dieting for weeks at a time. So in order to be successful, you got to go through a lot of pain. So I guess it helped me in that area.
All right, and to follow up on that, you seem like a real student of the game. To quote you, you said, while people are at home watching Netflix at home, you're looking at which fight you can watch next. How do you think that preparation compares to other fighters?
I mean, it's all about being diligent. In any craft that you're in, you want to read all the books, you want to take the seminars, you want to take the classes and be the best at your craft. And just like MMA, you can't just show up to training and then just go home. You got to study. You got to study your own footage. You got to study other people's footage. You got to get inspiration, new techniques, see things out there that you might like. So I'm just trying to be the best I could possibly be in my sport. This is my job,
Speaking of new techniques, you was once studying Canelo's lower jab and overhand right hand to see how you could implement that in MMA. Have you been able to roll out that in your game plan yet?
I mean, there's a lot of things from different boxers that I've taken, and for him, the way he throws his body shots and his left hooks, I've been able to add a lot of that to my game, and not just him, but a whole bunch of different boxers.
And then last question for me. 15-year-old self-confidence is real big, right? When you were that age, you were thinking that you could beat Jose Aldo and stuff like that, right? Then when you got a little bit older, you figured out, hey, it's a lot harder than how it seems, right?
It's funny because the more ignorant you are, the more arrogant you are. And as you wisen up, you start realizing, wow, these people are actually really good. Because when you don't really know something, like if you watch anything, like if you watch football, but you don't know what's going on, you can't appreciate it. So the same thing with MMA. When you watch like an MMA fight and you really don't know all the little techniques that are going on, it's like you can't appreciate it. All you see is kind of like, well, he looks kind of tired. You might judge him based off of that. So as you get better and you learn more techniques, you're like, damn, this dude was doing this back 10 years ago. And I'm just learning that. So as you get wiser, you're like, it kind of humbles you, I would say.
All right, then last but not least, you're always a positive guy, always got a message on Twitter and Instagram. What's your message of the day for the people?
Tune in for Saturday and watch all the improvements I've made over the last 9 months.
Jornel over here. So 6 fights in Bellator, they've all went to decision. The last one didn't go your way. You plan on leaving it up to the judges this fight?
I got one finish in Bellator. No, but I want to come out here and I definitely want to stop him. I'm definitely looking to finish everybody that I fight from this point forward.
So your opponent, this is a hometown fight for him. Earlier, he said he's going to have about 50 people in attendance. You looking to disappoint him, him and his family members?
You know what they say. What did they say about that?
Let me know.
the fans can't fight for you, so they ain't getting in the ring with him. So it's only gonna be me and him.
So you got some words for your opponent before Saturday's match?
Oh, it's gonna be war, man. We gonna be cats and dogs in that thing. We're gonna be, a little smoke cloud in the cartoons when they fighting.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be us.
Yes, sir. Thank you.